Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks. I'm trying to help a young man. He sent me I asked him for a hand drawn idea, and he just wanted like the first name and last name and the year. And then he sent me this, it was like on Amazon or Etsy or somewhere. And he's a little bit confused. I've made several videos on this, and I'm going to send him the link to those too. But I'm going to make it one a little bit different. So I picked a font that almost anybody should have. If not, you can get it off of DA or DA fonts, just a brush script. And if we left click and right click on it, you can see it is connected, but it's not really connected. These letters are over on top of each other. So we take the virtual segment delete key and just delete that little, well, here's a good lesson. You can't do that to a font, so we're going to need to convert it to a curve. So I went to object and convert to curve, and then the virtual segment delete key will work. And we're just going to delete those two lines, and those are, you can kind of tell what's going on. This one, you can really tell what's going on. Now, we need to go to object and break the curve apart, and that's what that's going to do is going to give us a single letter. And then with your nudge factor set pretty low, we can just nudge that over, and if it's too slow, you can hold down the shift key and it'll go a little faster, but you can see I'm leaving the inside. So I'm going to back up to all the times I moved, which I moved quite a bit, and I got back to break apart. So I got to go break apart again. And what we can do now is grab this entire letter, and you could physically just move it over. And then that way those are connected. So what I'm going to do instead of welding, and I'm just going to take the virtual segment delete key. Now I'm going to set my nudge factor on something bigger than the letter, so 9 inches. And I'm going to smart fill that. And what the smart fill does, it makes it one object. So now I can, my number key wasn't locked, 9 inches, and nudge that over just to get it out of the way. The same thing, I just picked Betty White. Same thing here. And you're going to have a little bit of a bad part right there. But once we fill it in with the Smart Fill tool, well, we need to do what we did before, and the curve's already broken apart. So hold down the control button so it moves over equally. And you just need enough so you can tell that it's still a letter. So now we're going to Smart Fill. I missed the part of the E. So we're going to zoom in, or not really, and just do it. Now, the I, the dot on the I, we need to bring it down a little bit, just so it's just touching, and because that needs to be connected. And you could put it pretty much wherever you want it. Now we're going to take the Smart Fill tool and fill that in and move it over. And remember the spot that we had that was bad or looked funny right here. So we're going to left click, right click. I'm going to go ahead and right click in red. So we have a hairline. We need to make sure it's a hairline so the laser cutter will cut it. I think that's true in almost every laser. We go just get rid of all this. Now let's fix that bad spot. And we can take the shape tool and we can just delete one of those nodes. Now it changed it up a little bit, but we can look at it again. We could maybe delete that node and it worked good. I don't really care for this jagged spot right there, so I'm going to delete those two nodes. Maybe you can delete this node, try to get a transition. Now we can take the Betty part, and let's just move the Smart Fill out of the way, and we're going to left click, right click, make sure it's on a hairline, and then we're going to put it back top. And depending on what we're going to do, if you could get those 3 sections to meet, it'll be a lot stronger. So we got plenty on the Y. The B could be helped out a little bit, but what we could do here, instead of doing anything special, let's just take this entire part of the letter and just move it up. Make that a little bit longer. Nobody will know the difference. Then go through there with and I could use the weld tool on this, but I just find it's easier to do this. So now this is all strong and good to go. So we're going to nudge it over and down. Matter of fact, I'm going to hit P and put it in the center of the page because we're going to need that in just a second. Now I'm going to go ahead and delete all this. And we're going to take this and left click, right click, and go ahead and make sure it's a hairline. Now I'm going to do this a little bit different than most ornaments. Well, we need the year. He asked for the year 2022. So we're going to use that same script. A lot of text doesn't have numbers in them. Hopefully this does it. It does. Might not be the best one. It might be back. Just go to. I messed up my fonts the other day. So I'm going to just go with an Arial. And if you just start typing. Well, I was trying to help somebody the other day, yesterday, and so here's Arial. We'll use Arial black because it's good and thick. Let's left click, right click. And what I might want to do on especially in this case on an ornament, I'm going to make it about that size, but I'm going to use a bar instead of putting the number together. So I'm going to take the rectangle tool. I'm going to just put a bar through there, get it about evenly. I'm going to, with my edit corner ratio lock, I'm just going to start jumping up the number until I get a round corner. Now let's try to weld this. And it worked. Now take this, and this particular name ends up being perfect because we're getting, let me set my nudge factor of something low, 0.01. Grab that and just nudge it up ever so slightly. That way we have 3 parts sticking. Let's see if we can't weld it again. And it worked. I always take the Smart Fill tool and test it. Make sure we're good to go. So on this one, I'm going to do a little bit different. Instead of making a circle, which you could very easily do, but he had originally said something about just like a loop or something. So I'm going to go ahead and do both. And so I'm going to make a duplicate of that, put it over there. I'm going to hit P and put that in the center of the page. I'm going to make a loop, and I'm going to hit P. And that's really all you'd have to do, and then Control D and make a duplicate. Hold down the Shift key so it'll grow from the inside out. And you can see we got pretty good. I mean, really the loop's going to be the best way to go. And because we're working in the center of the page, I can move that outer circle. So we're touching in 3 spots. We could do the same thing we did with the other. We could make, grab a fair amount of nodes and just bring it straight out. Now we could weld this, but if you just do this with the virtual segment delete, you're going to be way ahead of the game. Instead of trying to weld it, sometimes weld won't work on some things or it'll weld too much. So now what we can do is take our outer ellipse and hit P and put it at the center of the page. We'll go ahead and fill this in with a black. See, I'm using somebody else's file from yesterday. Laser engravers are going to want to use RGB and then fill that in. And that's what it's going to look like in wood. And then you could paint it. We still need to make a little eye loop. That's really easy done. And one of the reasons I work in the center of the page, we're going to take a loop, make it pretty big, and let's go ahead and hit Control D and make a duplicate. Hold down the Shift key and bring it in. You want it quite strong. Now I'm going to group these together, Control G, and I'm going to hit P. That way it's in exactly the center of the page, center of the ornament. I'm going to start moving, hold down the Control button. It gets about right in there. Now we can take the virtual segment delete key. And there's probably a couple of people going, well, why don't you just use the weld? And you could. Whoop, a little too far. But, okay, you still have all these broken parts. So what I suggest always is to take the Smart Fill tool and fill that in, move it out of the way, left click, right click, and when you drew your circles, if you will save it, then you have the same size circle for everybody's name. Now just make sure this is a hairline, which is not. I need to change that. That's an easy change right here. I'm gonna just double click with nothing selected, go to red, whoop, and then hairline and hit OK. Now every time I draw something, it'll be, and then just delete everything else on your page so you won't get messed up. But what I was saying about, save that circle, those two circles, so all your circles are going to be the same. Now I've got one more idea for him, so I'm going to make part 2 and make it a little bit different. Hope that helped. Thank you for watching.